Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If this is the first video that you're watching, my name is Ximena, and if you see the last video that I uploaded, it's been a while. But I have a very good explanation as to why I've been so MIA. But before that, let's jump right in. I'm going to start off with moisturizing my face with the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel. This is one of my favorite moisturizers. I'm super oily, but this gives me the perfect amount of moisture without giving me the shine in a couple of hours. I always start my makeup by doing my eyebrows, so I'm going to start off with the Benefit Bravo Conditioning Primer. It not only gives me hydration to my eyebrows while priming them, but it kind of puts them in place while I fill them in. For brows, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the shade Ebony. To conceal and correct my eyebrows, I'm going to be using the Morphe Concealer in the shade Macchiato. To set and make sure that my eyebrow hairs do not move at all throughout the day, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. This stuff is like glue. It will not let your hairs budge. To start with the eyeshadow, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Eyeshadow Primer. To set the eyelid primer, I'm going to be using the shadow Free Spirit from the Tartelette palette with a Real Technique shadow brush. I feel like using a shadow instead of translucent powder really gives you a little bit more pigmentation and coverage than just a translucent powder, and it really helps with the blending of my shadows. For the first shadow that I'm going to be using, which is going to be my transition shadow, it's going to be the shade Pukey in the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. And I'm just going to put that all over my crease, going up and towards the brow bone. I start off really light, and then I build the intensity as I go. Next, I'm going to go in with the Morphe M321, and with the shade Mocha, I'm going to put that on the outer corner and crease. I'm not going to focus on the blending because we're going to go back in with the blending brush that we're using for the transition color and really blend out any harsh lines. So using the M511, I'm going to really blend all those shades that I had just put on my eyes to make sure that I don't have any harsh lines. This is going to take a long time because it's a darker shade with transition shade, but it's worth it. And if I start to lose the intensity of Mocha, I just go back in with it and then blend again. On a flat shader brush, I'm going to add Mario Badescu facial spray, the cucumber one, onto the brush and then into Diva, which I'm going to put that all over the lid. I'm going to go a little bit higher than my eyelid into the crease, kind of where I put Mocha, but not all the way up to where it completely covers Mocha. I'm going to go in with a Morphe 169 after that, and I'm going to blend Diva and Mocha together just so there's no harsh lines and it really has that smoky effect. So if I begin to lose any of the Diva shade or Mocha, I'm just going to go back in with it, add a little more, and keep blending. Here we go again, back with the blending. So going back with the shadow that I used as my transition shade, I'm going to grab a little bit onto that M511 and just really blend everything together just to make sure there's no harsh lines whatsoever. Going in with a larger flat shader brush, I'm going to go into the shadow Beam and using that as my highlight under the arch. Just under the arch. I'm not going to extend it towards my temples or towards the beginning of my eyebrow, just under the arch, so that it'll kind of create more of a glow instead of widening my eyes. Next, going in with an angled brush. I just got this off of a brush set from Morphe. I'm going to go in with the shadow Abby's. I'm going to just go with Abby's, but it's a black shadow. I'm just going to use that and start lining my eyes, creating a cat wing liner, whatever you want to call it, cat liner, wing liner with the black shadow. Let's please just take a moment of silence to the girl who thought smudging black shadow was gonna be okay. I'm gonna go in with a Morphe brush that I got from a set, but it's a small, really small, tapered brush. And I'm just gonna go in and smoke out that black liner that we just put down. Don't worry about the mistakes, we're going to correct them as you really saw me do, but just really smoke it out towards your inner corner. I'm going to go in with the NYC liquid eyeliner and put that on 3/4 of my eye, so kind of to where the wing starts forming. I'm going to put it to really intensify the black, but I'm going to skip the wing part because we're really going to smoke that out and it's not really going to show. I'm going to go back in with that small tapered brush and just keep smoking out the liner. I'm going to clean up the wing with a Q-tip with a little bit of micellar water and just really sharpen it up. And if I made the wing a little blunt, I'm going to go back in with the small tapered brush and just really point it out. You could have always just skipped the Smokey wing liner and just left it as it is, which I think is really pretty, but I love the way it looks with the Smokey liner. I'm going to go in with Cocoa Lashes in the style Venus, and with the mini lash curler, I'm going to curl my lashes to prep them for the lashes. I'm going to go in with the Benefit Roller Lash and only apply it to the top lashes. Then I'm going to go ahead and put glue on my falsies, and I'm going to be using the Tarte's Pro Lash Glue. While I wait for the glue to become tacky, I'm going to apply the Too Faced Sweet Peach Mattifying Primer to my T-zone and chin area to prime my face. I actually really like this primer. It does have a cooling sensation, but a lot of people complained that the scent was too overpowering, but I honestly don't see it or don't mind it, or I guess I just don't smell it. I've already dampened my Morphe sponge, but I'm going to add a little bit of the Mario Badescu facial spray, the cucumber kind, to it, just to dampen it a little bit more. Then I'm going to go in with Maybelline's Matte and Poreless foundation in this shade 228 Soft Tan, and apply that all over my face. And the way I do that is I literally put my finger on the top, shake it up a little bit, and dot it all over my face. By now, my lashes should be tacky enough, and I just kind of bend them back and forth so they round out to the natural curve of your eye. I stick them down in the middle first on both sides just to make sure that they are tacky enough, and then I put the corners down. That way I have a base set, and then it's easier to put them on. That's just the way that I put them on. That's how I learned. That's what works for me. I actually use two concealers. I use the NYX HD concealer in 4.3 and the Tarte Shape Tape in light medium. I really just dot the Tarte Shape Tape because that stuff is thick and has full coverage. So 2 dots work for me. And then in between those dots, I take the NYX concealer and make little lines. I guess that's what my technique is. And then blend it out. Right after I'm done blending, I'm going to go in with my Laura Mercier translucent powder and put that right under my eye using the sponge, just to make sure that I don't have any creasing under my eye at all. For contour, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Stick Foundation in the shade Mink. I'm going to apply that to the hollows of my cheeks and around my forehead temple area. I'm going to add a tiny bit of the Shape Tip Concealer to my chin and forehead just to get that extra highlighting. I actually got the nose contour set from Morphe and I love it. I'm going to use the smaller one, the thinner one, with the foundation stick from Anastasia and put it on the sides of my nose and on the tip of my nose. Then going in with the wider one, I'm going to take some of the concealer, the Tarte one, and put it down the center of my nose. Then I'm just going to blend out with my sponge. I've gotten a lot of questions as to why I haven't recorded or uploaded anything in such a long time. I actually got accepted into pre-nursing, so that and work and the fact that I got married last year have really just been taking up all of my time. But my times management has been very, very well lately, so I've finally gotten time to focus on makeup, which is something that I really, really love. And hopefully this is going to be the start of a lot more videos that I have so many in mind. And maybe some with my husband too, if I can get him to sit in front of a camera for a while. Going in with the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette, I'm going to use the middle shade to set the contour that I just put and intensify it a little bit more. Using the Anastasia Blush Trio, I'm going to be using the shade Nectarine to apply to my cheeks. This is hands down my favorite highlight made by my favorite people, Desi and Katie with Dose of Colors in shade Fuego. I love it. Can you just look at it? Just applying it lightly creates just a beautiful glow. Using the Morphe R3 brush, I'm just going to use that to dust off any excess baking powder that was under my eyes, under my contour, and anywhere else I applied powder. Going back into that small tapered brush that I used to wing out the Smokey liner, I'm going to take a little bit of the black shadow and apply it on my under eye and smoke it out. Then with this small flat shadow, I'm going to be going in with the shade Obsessed and apply that right in my inner corner. To finish off this look, I'm going to be using the Morphe setting spray, which is actually really good. I love the spray on it because it's such a light mist and it really does hold your makeup in place for a very long time. Last but not least, for lips, I'm going to be adding NYX Liquid Suede and Sandstorm and Matte Liquid Lip in Dubai. Adding Dubai on the outer corners of my lips and then Sandstorm in the middle to create kind of an ombre effect. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Like this video and comment down below what you really want to see next. I have so many videos in mind and I promise I will upload again soon.